foods.
Let's talk about protein.
Yeah.
I wasn't into taking protein shakes. I kind of like stopped doing that. And then when I just recently, like 2 weeks ago, just started taking protein shakes every day, I feel like more dense and way more energy. And I feel like two of me before. One was like very fatigued and one is not. How serious is protein shakes to you? And what kind of protein do you take?
So I don't do protein shakes, but I see the utility of it. And for you, it makes a lot of sense. It's simple. It's easy. You can make protein plus raw milk or juice or water and basically blend it with a banana and you have a meal. That's great. And it's just the thing to consider is the quality of the protein, the additives, and the weird stuff in the protein powder. But I see the utility. We're kind of back to what we talked about earlier. I would always opt for the food if you can.
But isn't that food? You just blend it.
It is, but like when you have a protein powder, there is some processing of it, right? So I think that like it's not like so. For instance, whey protein, right? It's not milk. It's not a full glass of milk. They've separated the whey protein from the milk, and there's not as much calcium and all these things. So there's components of milk that are missing from whey protein. And if I'm in a pinch or I'm traveling, I will do a protein shake from time to time. But generally, I see it as like, if I'm prepared and I'm eating steak, that's a better choice. But I think that there's a utility for this for people. And I can imagine on the go, post-workout, pre-workout, there's a lot of utility for this. I just want people to know that, like, just understand the quality of the protein. My issues with protein powders are that a lot of them have significant amounts of heavy metals. This has been shown time and time again. And the plant-based proteins actually have more heavy metals. A lot of proteins are contaminated with BPA.
I'm sorry, 1 second.
I don't want to have the whey.
No, George, take this protein. It's so much better for you.
Okay, you want to show him the protein that you use?
No.
Okay.
Right. So they're contaminated with BPA also. So BPA is bisphenol A, endocrine disruptor, heavy metals. You just got to know the quality. Not every protein is horrible. Some of them are better than others. Like, get a good one.
What's this protein?
So this is... So I wanted to build a company. This is Lineage. This is my stuff. I brought it for you, right? So this is...
Can I see it?
Meat sticks. Yeah. So this is our animal-based protein.
So wait, you don't believe in protein shakes, but you supply protein shakes?
Because I know people want this, and I understand that I can create this in my ethos for people.
Wow, that's honest.
Yeah.
So you can give them a better source of protein.
And so I built
Could you
this...
grab my protein that's under the counter? Do you know where it is? It's in that... I want to just compare...
Oh, and grab the next to it. There's also... You're going to have to tell me. Oh, I'm sorry.
So look at the ingredients in that.
Yeah,
right?
I want to break this down because...
The middle? Yeah.
I want you to tell me what's in this versus the other one.
Yeah.
Because, bro, like... I'm just real stupid when it comes to this type of things. Like, I used to think I knew a lot, too, which is hilarious.
We have a plant one and a whey one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so I want you to kind of go through... And no shots at these companies.
We could...
I mean, damn, like there are shots, but like, I want you to like tell me what is not good about this and what is good about this. But be honest. I know this is your product.
Right.
I want you to break it down in an intellectual way, so that way people like me that have no guidance in the health community could
so let's look at this
deter
one real
from
quick.
that stuff. Yep. Here's the plant one.
Awesome.
Well, that's just in your eyes. That's just like not good because it's plant. You don't like plants.
It's not good because it's plant protein, and then we can look at other stuff. So this is a whey protein. I used to do this when I was in college. So I started lifting weights when I was in college, and I've been exactly here, man. Yeah. Right. So whey is from milk, and whey is a very bioavailable protein. It's a good protein source, and this is a whey protein isolate. There's also whey protein concentrates. It's probably a very bioavailable protein for your muscles. The issue that I have with a lot of these is if you read the other ingredients, you have natural flavor, 500 milligrams. What is that? I don't know. I have no idea. Like,
me neither.
Natural flavor can be a lot of things.
But it's natural though.
Yeah, but
No.
it doesn't necessarily. They can do weird.
It's not natural.
They say natural flavors, but then it'll be like, I don't
Isn't
know.
that illegal? Wait, hold on. Is that illegal?
They can do weird. They can do
get away with
fugazi
it.
stuff with natural flavor. Fugazi stuff.
All right, so it's not natural then.
I'm sure there's a lot of chicanery here with natural flavor. Who knows? Maybe it's not so bad. Second ingredient is xanthan gum. Anytime I see a gum, I worry about people's guts. You know, xanthan gum. There's not a ton of medical literature to suggest that it's like yet been shown to be harmful, but I just don't like gums. So that one you're holding is Lineage. We'll go through that one in a second. That's one I built. There's no gums in there for that reason. There's no natural flavor in that one. So all the stuff I'm reading in here on this one is the stuff I didn't want in mine. The next ingredient is sucralose. Sucralose is essentially like an artificial sweetener. It's Splenda. And I worry about
Isn't that something that you like, though, Belle?
I don't use sucralose or Splenda.
What's the sugar that you like?
Oh, stevia or monk fruit.
Yeah, we can talk about those in a second. So those are, quote, natural sweeteners.
We'll get to that.
So sucralose is kind of like aspartame, ACE-K sucralose. There's definitely evidence in humans and animal models that this could affect satiety in weird ways. We don't actually understand what these are doing, and they definitely affect the way the gut flora is talking to each other. And then the last thing in here is sunflower lecithin, which is a sort of an anti-caking agent from sunflowers. So none of those are in the protein powder that I built. And again, I want people to get just something that's clean, and I just built it because people asked for it. So what's in that? It's grass-fed beef from the whole animal. Oh, I can just tell you. I don't.
Oh, you created it.
Yeah. So it's grass-fed beef, and that's just actually like the whole carcass. So there's collagen and muscle meat kind of in the protein, so it has a balance of amino acids.
So talk to me about this, the grass-fed beef. Now, you say you'd rather eat it than take the powder of it. What's the difference from eating it versus this right here?
It's basically like dehydrated, so it's pretty close. But I think that, like when you dehydrate something, you're going to lose some of the nutrients. It can't preserve everything, but it's the best we can do.
And you were talking about that there was like thousands of things in it that we haven't necessarily...
Yeah, we don't even know what's in it. There's, you look at the nutritional label and there's maybe 25 things on here, but there's 42,000 components in meat, which you're getting in a beef protein. And I have no problem with whey protein also. I think whey protein can be great. But then you have the organs. So we put the organs in there and you won't taste them. So there's liver, kidney, spleen, and pancreas in there. There's colostrum, which is an immunoglobulin-rich first milk from animals. A lot of people are excited about colostrum right now. Colostrum potentially helpful for the gut. There's a little bit of freeze-dried fruit. There's a little bit of sea salt. There's a little bit of coconut water powder. But there's no gums. There's no fillers. There's no artificial sweeteners in there. So there's no sucralose. There's no stevia. So this is a protein powder. And this is the protein powder that I eat when I'm traveling occasionally. And it's the way that I would want it. You just have to make a smoothie out of it with something like a banana or honey and raw milk to give it the flavor. But I would bet you that if you took this in water and yours in water, yours might taste better in the short term because it has this artificial sweetener. But I just worry about what the other things are doing in there. And then when I can build a protein powder, and this is a fun thing about being in this position, is I can know what's in that beef and I can test it for heavy metals. What's the quality of the whey in this protein powder? Maybe they're going to tell you the certificate of analysis here and show you that they're testing for heavy metals. But everything that I'm going to make, I'm going to test for heavy metals and get stuff with the lowest amounts possible. So that's just like the way I wanted to build a protein powder.
Did you move your mic?
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's the way I want to build a protein powder. Now we'll do this one. Okay. So this is made from pea protein, hemp protein, and organic goji berry. And the problem I have with pea protein is just that it's not as bioavailable as the animal-based protein. And then, it's got great branding. They left out the A. I think they misspelled it, but that's good marketing, Plint. Plint. But I don't know. Do they show a certificate of analysis? What's the heavy metals in here? They have natural flavors in this one. They have chocolate. Again, not the end of the world. Just know if the chocolate, what's the source of the chocolate? Does it have heavy metal testing? This has guar gum. So you have another gum. And again, it's like, is this causing
Why are they putting
gut issues?
gum in this stuff?
I think it makes it creamier. The mouth feel of these things is important. It's like I know you want some more meat sticks.
Yeah, stop, chill out. Tommy. Eat it. Tom,
Go.
Oh, he smells it. You got a meat stick.
Call him.
He pulled out one of the Lineage meat sticks. Yeah. So
he's just snacking on
He's snacking on one of the Lineage meat sticks.
That's that right there.
That's this one, yeah.
When would you use this product?
So I use this when I'm traveling, every time I travel on a plane and stuff.
What is this for? Is it protein or is it just like...
It's protein, yeah.
So what's the separation I'm trying to ask?
So this one is a protein shake, and that one's just a meat stick. That's a snack.
How many of these do you have?
A day?
Yeah.
Or when I'm traveling, I'll eat like the whole bag on a plane.
And it's not bad for you?
No, it's great. That's just grass-fed beef and organs and basically salt and collagen.
Can you grab me the one that's open?
Which one would you say retains most of its nutrients? Because I know that if it's dehydrated or freeze-dried, it keeps 90%. So
So this is air-dried. So that's closer to the original thing,
Okay.
You want a piece? Come on,
I would
let this be
I would be
your
so excited
first
if you ate
meat.
the meat on the podcast.
Listen, I haven't had meat in over 10 years. Like I've lost count now, but I haven't
Okay.
had meat in over 10 years. So I don't even know where I would begin or how my stomach would react, or I don't know if I can get past the mental part of it.
You could start slow.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
What do you think?
Growing up, my friends would have like Slim Jims and all that stuff, and I took a bite and I looked at them I'm like, you guys all belong in a trailer park. It's disgusting. This, it doesn't have that weird taste. Reed was actually explaining it in a good way. How would you explain this versus like all those other jerkies?
There's no weird aftertaste.
Yeah.
And it's not like grainy. It just tastes like real dried meat.
And I like that I could feed this to my dog. Because there's so many times I'm eating something. I know it sounds so stupid. But I want to give it to him. But Belle's like, no, you can't give him a flaming hot Dorito. He'll die. I'm like,
Yeah, no. Because and even like for Tommy, like his treats are literally just dried chicken or dried beef. That's it. Like that's the only ingredient that's dried, you know?
It's basically what these are. These are air
Yeah,
dried.
which is
So
amazing.
yeah, this was fun to make too. It's just fun to make things that like don't exist in the market.
how did you make this? Like, what made you come up with this?
Because the reason I made both of these things for this company Lineage is because they didn't exist. Because there was no protein powder that I could find that didn't have these gums and the artificial sweeteners. And there was no meat stick that I wanted to eat. If you go to the store and you get meat sticks, most of them are cooked. You know, like the other meat stick brands in the grocery stores, they're all cooked.
Wait, this is not cooked?
No, it's air dried for 5 days. It never goes above like 78 degrees Fahrenheit.
So this is raw?
Sort of.
But
It's like jerky.
But it's dried out. Right, like
Yeah.
jerky's, yeah.
Yeah.
Jerky's raw?
Yeah. Jerky, it doesn't really get cooked. Jerky just gets dried with air. Yeah. His brain is like boom right now.
Yeah, just so many.
He doesn't even
so
understand.
Many, so many.
Tommy's